Welcome back to another YouTube video. Hope everybody's healthy and happy as always. I don't know if the mic's working, I'm going to hope it is. I still haven't got the new ones yet, they haven't arrived. But I now officially know what the issue is. The aux cable for the bit that goes into my camera is bent. So that appears to be the squealing broken issue of this microphone. And well, it's an annoying problem to have. And I will admit, I'm filming this at the moment in a river with my camera, so I am slightly nervous that I'm gonna drop it. Maya's actually over there playing at the moment. If this is going to focus, it is very sunny, so I do apologise for that. And the camping stuff is there, so that is obviously my camp stove, food, things like that, jumpers, and the tent is over there. I have not had a minute yet to move everything over to the tent. To be honest, it's actually really warm. It's about 24 degrees, 25 degrees. So I just thought I'd get in the river because my feet were really hot, so it's helping cool my feet down. And I thought when I got in the river I would start the YouTube video. But not going to deny the fact that I'm slightly nervous being in this river with this camera. And for those wondering who are interested in cameras, I'm filming on the Canon with the 18 to 55mm lens. The 18 to 135mm lens is in the back. I nearly fell there. I normally use that camera for things on a tripod. That's normally what I use that camera for, because I can leave the tripod in quite a distance and just zoom, and it's easier. And I don't know where my dog's gone. But the water's lovely. It's just really cold, surprisingly cold. And there's loads of little fish. I don't know if this camera's going to pick this up. I'm going to hope it will. I'll see if I can see them and then zoom in. Right, I don't know if you can see them. It's actually really hard for me to even see on my camera. Give me a second. The sun is just right in my eye. Oh, there you go. That's all the fish. All the little fish swimming about. Which is fantastic to watch. I hope you can see that quite well. There's hundreds of them. No, there's millions of them, I take that back. They're all around my feet. This is like getting a pedicure. Wow, that is fantastic. I'll see if you can see that a wee bit better now that the sun's shining. It's funny how I turn the camera and I can't see any. Weird how that happens. Oh, I see them, there you go. All the little fish. I mean, there is millions of them. It's absolutely fascinating. Some of them are actually quite big. I'd say they're probably trout, would be my guess. But it's fabulous. If they were any bigger, I'd be getting a fly rod out by now. Oh, I nearly fell again. Oh, I'm dead nervous being on this rock with this camera. I'll give you a prime example on how deep this actually is. Like, it's not deadly, I've rolled my trousers up, but if I step down to walk back, very close to my knee. Oh, that's cold. Oh, that's really cold. Where is my dog? Oh, there she is. Up there on the bank. Yeah, it's cold, but it's lovely. I just wish the fish were a bit bigger, because I genuinely would be getting a rod out. Oh, it's getting a bit deeper now. Oh, I don't know about this. I was going to walk across there, maybe not. Maybe not. It's significantly deeper than I thought, but it's really clear. It's beautiful. One of the spots I really wanted to camp was here, for the prime example of the river is beautiful. I don't know, I would assume, because the baby fish are here, I would assume you do get the bigger fish, and you know, if I was to put a rod in the water or a bit of bait or a fly rod with a little fly on the end, you know, there could be an opportunity of catching a bigger trout. I just think with the millions of small ones, I mean, they're probably about that. That can eat a fly. I just don't want to catch that. Someone has sent me a text. I'm going to look while we are filming. Yeah, someone responding, but I'm taking a selfie with my camera. There we go. Yeah, a fish that small, well, that technically, to change that big, they're about that. A fish like that could eat a fly. and I don't want to catch 300 million little tiny things. They're fascinating to watch. I mean, you could sit in this water and they will just swim around you. It's amazing how calm and peaceful they are. I'm looking at hundreds of them right in front of me. Hundreds. It's most interesting. But yeah, I would imagine there is some big trout, because I would say they're trout by the look of them. I don't know what else they could be. They can't be salmon, because I'm not sure salmon season's over. I think it might be. But we're too far up. I mean, there's parts of this that are belly deep. Nothing could get up here. So I would say it's probably trout, because the reality is as well, is they kind of can't get out of this spot. Like if you look around here, this is all, oh come on focus, this is all immensely shallow, all around here. That's all really, really shallow. So there's not a lot that's going to get through that. So see, that's a decent, I'm going to try to film that one, because that's oh wow, he knew I was filming him. That was actually a decent sized fish, which is quite eerie. Not an eatable thing, that's for sure. But they're all around the rock where I was standing. You're not really going to be able to see them very well because the sun's kind of stopped shining. Oh, there they are. There's literally one under my foot. But that's really hard to focus on. Where did he go? Yeah, it's fascinating. So, some of them definitely could take a fly. And there you go, there's one right there. That thing could probably eat a fly, a pretty decent fly. I just don't want to catch loads of them. Hope you can see that. There you go, there he is. Swimming about, having his fun. I don't want to catch loads of them. It would just be annoying after a minute. Because where's the fun in that? You're not even going to know that's on the line. Reality. So Maya, excuse me, Maya will enjoy it once she realises there's fish. And they're not too deep, because my dog has a fear of going any deeper than the belly. If you can't tell, she's wet to her belly, that's it. Won't go any deeper. She is probably the strangest collie on the planet. But the water is truly lovely. It's cold, but it's nice because it's warm. And yeah, I thought I would start the video in the river, because I like water. It's peaceful, it's fun, and I am slightly debating if I brought a bait rod up here with a little bit of power bait with a reasonably bigger hook, then the small fish couldn't eat it. Could be an option, but for just now, I'm happy with this. I've got my iPad for editing and movies, I've got my phone, I've got all my stuff, I've brought firewood this time, I've got the tent, I've got everything I need, and I've got my dog. I'm quite happy the way I am. I don't really need anything else, and I don't really need to do a bit of fishing just now. I would rather just focus on making a good camping video and getting things going, and I'm not going to deny I had potato scones and toast. That is something I did do. I was going to film it, and then I realised I don't want to be a food vlogger, so I just made it and ate it and thought I'll start the video afterwards. And yeah, I'll leave it there for just now. Obviously my camera bag is here, you can see the other camera is right there, that's my camera. And yeah, I'll leave it there just now. Appreciate everybody for just now, and I will see you the next time I pick up the camera. This video is not over, there will be more, but I'll see you the next time I pick up the camera. Well, I'll tell you one thing, that fire is hot and it's lovely. I'm very glad that I brought this bag of wood, as there's nothing really around here to burn, genuinely. Like if you look around, it's not, you know, they branches over there are pretty much like the stuff I tried to burn last time, and it's not worth the hassle, so I just bought a bag of wood. And it works, and I'm enjoying sitting here. I still haven't moved all my stuff to the tent. The tent is obviously over there, Is that going to focus? There we go. I haven't moved all my stuff yet, but I'm not going to deny, I'm sat watching some stuff on my phone. I have my iPad, but I'm just watching some stuff on my phone, enjoying sitting by the fire, having a nice time, peaceful, relaxing, and I want my iPad to have enough charge tonight because I want to watch Netflix on my iPad when I get in the tent. But obviously it's 6 o'clock just now. Happy, peaceful, it's lovely. I have someone actually bringing me a fishing rod. I've now decided, I actually saw a fish that's like worth catching. Actually, it's big enough that could possibly be edible. And I think because this is a river, I don't think there's any like permits I need. I will double check that before I bother fishing, but if I catch anything of a decent size, that could be a good breakfast. A bit of trout with a little bit of lemon on some toast. That could be good. That could be the business. So we'll see how that goes. I'm waiting for this person to get back to me on when they're going to be able to get here. And yeah, bar that, I'm just enjoying sitting by the fire. I'm not going to lie, I'm probably too close to the fire as I am roasting, but it's nice. I'd rather be too hot than too cold, so get nice and warm, everything like that. Get in the tent later on, get wrapped up in the sleeping bag, I'll be toasty. Grab the iPad, do a bit of editing, finish the editing, crack on my movie or something like that. It's peaceful, it's relaxing. So yeah, I'll jump back with you a little later on. I've got to apologise, but this obviously isn't an excuse. Enjoying the fire, just got a text. But obviously I said in the last clip, I had someone bringing me a fishing rod. I was brought a fishing rod. So there's a little bit of power bait on that. Out there. That's the, fly in my hand. That's the deepest part of the channel. Well, this whole part here is stupid deep, and then it's reasonably shallow, like knee deep here. There is up to my neck for no reason. But there is some amount of fish, genuinely, all jumping around, so I am going to head into the tent shortly, but I'll stick this out for a wee bit. We'll see how this goes. If nothing kind of bites this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch it over from power bait and put on a little bit of bread. But the hook should be kind of out there somewhere, quite close to that bank because there's quite a large drop off. But what I'm going to do is I'll sit the camera down. I'm just sat beside the fire trying to stay warm, but I'll sit the camera down for a bit. I'll keep it close by, and if there's any action from a big fish or a small fish, I'll let you know. But yeah, I got someone to drop off a fishing rod and my tackle bag, which has everything for sea fishing. Literally, there's a spinner right there. Everything for sea fishing, but I do think I have a couple of trout spinners, and I've got a couple of gummy worms, so you know I could do a little bit of I've forgotten what that's called. Gummy worm on a hook, flick it out and bring it in kind of thing. I'm having a blank moment, I apologise. That could be an option, but right now there's a little bit of line, 2 split shots and a little bit of power bait on a size, is it 21 hook? Can't remember, they're very small, they're that. Trout hooks, so it's out there. Obviously the distance across the river is not far, but that is where the drop is. From there to right about there-ish is neck deep. Here, knee deep. Neck deep I mean as in, it probably goes over my head in certain spots. And there's a lot of movement, and I've seen some decently big trout. Genuinely decently big trout, like we're talking, literally, just as I was speaking, is this going to focus? I don't think you can see that. That was a fish right there, right in front of me. We're talking, you know, trout wise probably as long as that log, and that log's obviously quite a bit. So that's a good wee fish. I'm happy with that if I catch that. And there's a few of them swimming around because obviously I've been in the river quite a lot with Maya, so I've seen them. But I'll keep the camera close by. I'm just going to sit it there on top of my bag and I'll give it until I'm ready to go in the tent, but I'll wait, as in I'll put all this in the tent first, get the fire dealt with, and then I'll let you know if there's anything, and if there's a fish obviously I'll put the camera on a tripod and we'll film it and see what there is. So yeah, I'll see you when I see you.